All right, now we're gonna work on making our own Kendi Wiley portraits. I'm gonna guide you through how to make a portrait, so don't freak out. No freaking out about drawing yourself. Now your portrait can be yourself or it can be someone that you care about. It doesn't necessarily have to be you. But we're gonna work on it together so we get the proper proportions or the proper sizing of the shapes of our face. Because there's a few rules that there are when you are drawing a face and where all of the parts go. So let's get started. So I have these face templates for you. You're going to trace it onto your paper. Now, if you have taller hair and you need more room for your hair on top, you're gonna wanna put it more in the middle. If you have shorter hair and you don't think you need as much room, you can push it more up towards the top. Either is fine. I think I'm gonna put mine in the middle here. Now, I would like you to use a pencil for all of these steps, but it's a little hard to see pencil on the video, so I'm gonna be using a Sharpie so that you can see very well the steps I am taking. So we're gonna start off just by tracing our face template. All right. Now, I'm going to draw 2 lines for the neck. Maybe it's best to practice it with your finger first, but they're gonna come right off your neck. Your neck is going to come right off of your head here in 2 straight lines down. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw that on here. Now our neck actually has 3D form. So if we think about what shape our neck would be, it'd be like a cylinder. So I want to show that with a curved line when I draw my shirt on here. So I'm going to draw the top of my shirt here with that curved line that makes it look like my neck is rounded, almost a 3D shape. Next, we are going to draw our shoulders. Now, some people think the shoulders go bloop up and then down, but that's just gonna look like you're shrugging, like, I don't know. They're actually 2, if you look carefully at shoulders, maybe look at the person next to you, they actually just go down at an angle like this from your neck. So I'm going to draw my shoulders down like this. Okay. For this part, I am going to use a pencil, but we are going to create some lines on our face to help us put our eyes, mouth, and nose in the correct spot. So first we're going to lightly sketch. And now when I say lightly sketch, you do not want to press hard. You're going to think light as a feather. Light, light, light. You can even try it on your hand a little bit, making sure that you're not pressing hard. It should not hurt your hand when you draw with the pencil. It should just be light and feathery. This way, the line will be easy to erase later. Remember, I'm drawing in Sharpie, but you're going to be drawing in pencil. We'll be tracing it all with Sharpie later. So we have a line down the middle vertically. Now we're going to do a line horizontally. Right about in the middle. Your eyes are actually right in the middle of your head. Now it seems kind of weird, but if you were to take your fingers and measure just from your eyeball to your chin, hold them tight, and then go eyeball to the top of your head, it's true, they are right smack dab in the middle of your head. So this will help us put our eyes in the right place. Now to draw our eyes, we're going to very lightly sketch them out here. Now your eyes are an ellipse or a football shape, as I think you all know. I'm just going to lightly sketch them onto here. Now, your head is actually 5 eyes wide. So you want to try to make them in the right proportion. This is why we're sketching lightly with the pencil, so that your eyeball can fit about 5 across. So I got one here, and you can just kind of measure with your fingers. And they're 1 eye apart. So let's see, let's measure here. Okay. Trace those with markers so you guys can see what I'm working on. All right. So there I can fit about 5 eyeballs across the sides of my head. Your eyes are the same on both sides. And inside we're going to draw the iris, or the colorful part of your eye. Now sometimes that doesn't touch all the way to the middle of your eye. So when someone says, what is your eye color? They're actually asking you what color is the iris in your eye. So there you go, that's their little fact. Next we're going to draw the pupil, which rests inside of it, and that's the black part. And you're going to make these the same on each side. Again, you're working in pencil while I work in Sharpie, just so you can see this well. Next, we're going to add an eyelid, which runs parallel or along side of your eye. Onto both eyes, what you do on one side, you do on the other. Then all eyes have eyelashes on the tops and bottoms, so you can go ahead. I'm just going to even these out here and draw some eyelashes. Maybe you don't want them to be very pronounced. Maybe you want them to be really big. But all eyes do have eyelashes. And we're going to sketch this out together, but then you can go back to your seat and make little changes, how exactly your face looks. You can take a look in the mirror and make some adjustments before you trace it with Sharpie. Finally, we're going to draw some eyebrows over the top. And they kind of follow the same shape as your eye. This part here is kind of parallel to our eyebrows. Excuse me, our eyelids and the top of our eyes. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to draw the nose. The nose, if you feel on your face, actually starts up here by the middle of your eyes. But before we draw that, we need to make a mark. So here's my pencil mark halfway down my head. I'm going to draw a line between this line and this line, about equal distance. Be about here. Then another one halfway between that line and that line. So this little mark here, halfway down, will be where my nose goes to. So I'm going to start up here. Your nose follows a curved shape. It goes in, then out. And then you obviously have those little parts on the side of your nose. You can make little bumps for nostrils and underneath your nose. Then we're going to work on the lips. This line here that we drew as a reference is going to be the middle part of your lips. So it's going to be where I want mine to be smiling. So I'm going to go up like this a little bit and draw some lips. I could draw my bottom lip here. If I wanted my mouth to be open, I actually can just draw a second line here, and then I could color that in. Easy peasy. Now you can always change this when you go back after we're done with this tutorial and you kind of look at yourself in the mirror, and you can really look at what shape your lips have. Next, we're going to draw our ears. The ears start in the middle of the eye, which is where we have right here, to the bottom of the nose. So our ears are going to go from here to here in kind of a C shape, like a squished C. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Go. I got my 2 ears. And look closely to draw your hair. I do have a few handouts on the table with different hairstyles. I'm going to draw mine on here. Now, I like to wear mine up in a ponytail. So I'm actually going to draw my hair coming up off my head like this. So when I look in the mirror, I do see like hair behind my ears. So I'm going to draw that here. And actually I have kind of curly hair, so I'm going to add some squiggles. Maybe like a hair scrunchie here. My hair. All right. So I want you to go back to your seat or continue adding detail to your portrait to make it look like you or the person you have in mind that you're drawing. And then we will attach it to the background.